how many people can relate to the statement that I regret every nap I didn't take as a child? Because I personally believe that across the board, a lot of people can relate to this statement, and personally, it hits a little too close to home. So naps are something that I personally deemed unnecessary and a waste of time until college. The stress and the burden just truly opened my eyes to the personal benefits it can provide for me. It started with, little me, I thought naps were completely unnecessary, didn't have time. College burnout hit, and I was kind of forced into discovering and figuring out how to nap, and now I can't go through a day without a nap or a rest period at some point. So let's begin with why I thought naps were so unnecessary to begin with. When I was a little girl, I know my mom tells me stories of, oh my gosh, you were such a menace to put down for naps. I would scream, I would cry. The cry out method would just not work. I had too much crying in me, I guess. And it kind of transitioned into something in high school that I know is FOMO, or fear of missing out, which is just where you always want to be involved or around the activity because you don't want to miss something fun or miss a fun memory, or your friends do something and you're not there. And that's something I struggled with a lot, and I wouldn't take time for myself. Even if I needed that rest, I would just constantly want to be with my friends and making those memories. And later on in my high school years, especially junior, senior year, I was so involved in everything. I was a competitive gymnast in the gym 30 hours a week. I was marching band. I did all these extracurricular clubs, academics, and it got to the point where I didn't have time for a nap. And it was very difficult because even when I was tired and wanted a rest break, I got to the point where it was just impossible for me to have a nap. So I kind of got used to that. And then the transition from high school to college, I kept that. When I got to college, I did what I knew. I got involved. I stayed a part of a lot of different things, and I kept that incapability to have a nap. So of course, being involved, I joined the Corps, and we're up at 5 a.m. every day, and that quickly led to very long days and college burnout. And college burnout hit very quickly for me, and I started sleeping through classes. My grades very quickly fell, and I knew I wanted to go to medical school, and that not passing classes just because I was tired was not acceptable. So I started to kind of incorporate rest breaks where I would lay on my bed and just scroll through TikTok or whatever. And that scrolling kind of transitioned into me sleeping or taking a few naps throughout the day, and I learned how to schedule those periods. And now I'm so thankful that I learned how to take that time to schedule periods to stand up for my personal recovery, because now I use naps as a form of self-care. I use naps to recover every day, and I use them to increase my productivity in the long run, which is something that took me a long time to understand, that if I didn't take naps, I was not productive. I would fall asleep in class, I would not be able to do my homework very well or very quickly, and now it's something that I require to be happy, to be productive, to be my peak efficiency self. So in summary, I started off hating naps, complete waste of time, didn't see the point. Then I got into college and I was so burned out that it kind of forced me to understand the whole napping point. And now it's to the point where I am a better person because of my naps, something that I wish little childhood self would have realized, because there's unlimited possibilities on what I could have done if I would have realized how important naps were at the beginning.